Happy to have you all here this morning, and for those that are on Zoom. We've been doing this program now for probably close to 10 years, and it's always such a privilege, really, for our staff, and a blessing for us to sit for a moment together with those who have lost loved ones over the past year. I really believe there are a few things we do in life that are more important than accompanying people in their grief, walking with them in friendship and support and love. And so we're really happy to have you here, and pleased for those who are joining us. And we pray with and for you, and in solidarity and support. And I hope this communicates that, and that you know that we're with you.
I invite all who can and would like to stand to please do so, and who are able. We come together to seek meaning beyond our limited selves. We come together to seek a spirit that binds us together, the scattered threads of our humanity, a thread that binds us together in sympathy, in understanding, and love. A thread that weaves the past, present, and future together, and unites the fragments of our existence into a meaningful whole. Since we have felt the sense of death, since we have borne its dread, life has grown more dear. Since we have felt the sense of death, the gift of life is more of a jewel. And the thread that binds us together is much more precious. We gather now to honor the memories of our departed friends, loved ones, and co-workers, and to recognize the ongoing thread of life that carries us into the future. May our hearts and minds and spirits be filled with gratitude for all those who have and who continue to give deep meaning to all of our lives. In the spirit of love, may our Creator's presence grace us in this time.
There's a time for remembering, a time to recall the truths and the triumphs, the fears and the falls. There's a time to be grateful for there is strength in our fears, there is strength in our sighs, there is strength in our dreaming, from the soul to the eye. There is gold that is gleaming. Was love. There's a road we have travel, where there's that brings us to loved ones on days. There are trees, there are there is from the soul to for when in the trees. There will
Please be seated. Psalm 23. El Señor es mi pastor, nada me falta. En verdes praderas me hace descansar. A las aguas tranquilas me conduce. Me da nuevas fuerzas y me lleva por caminos rectos, haciendo honor a su nombre. Aunque pase por el más oscuro de los valles, no temeré peligro alguno, porque tú, Señor, estás conmigo. Tu vara y tu bastón me inspiran confianza. Me has preparado un banquete ante los ojos de mis enemigos. Has vertido perfume en mi cabeza y has llenado mi copa a rebosar. Tu bondad y tu amor me acompañan a los largos de mis días, y en tu casa, oh Señor, por siempre viviré.
The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
The rising of the sun and its going down, we remember them. At the blowing of the wind and the chill of winter, we remember them. At the opening of the buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. At the blueness of the skies and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. At the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. At the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joy we crave to share, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on theirs, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them.
David Frank Dvorak.
Patricia Fareed McMahon.
Eric Hordeman.
Joey Meyer.
Father Paul Gordon.
Cliff Coleman.
Maria Elise Pavone.
Danute Juris.
Jen Sweet.
Wayne Smith.
Gerald Romka.
Dr. Wade R. Ragas.
Lorraine Schultz.
Glenn Sharpendorf.
William Vandermark.
Ken McHugh.
Doug Bruce.
Carol Hicks.
Tom Cooley.
Daniel Juan Ricardo Coronel.
Paul Kraus.
Frank Danello.
Stephanie Wood.
Jack Lane.
Bob Katush.
Nancy Harding.
Andrew Larimore Sonner.
Grace M. Johnson.
Sylvia Guerrero.
Sostenes Gonzalez.
Patricia Del Rosso.
Roy Vincent Adolphus.
Hyacinth Abrahams.
Pleasant Robinson.
Francisco Gonzalez Patino.
Luis Gonzalez Vive.
Peacefully bring them all to you.
Rami Khalifa,
Bridget Wonderly,
Greg Cooner,
Catherine Dolson Lynch,
Ruben Flores,
Roger Eugene Adams,
Jenny Winiger,
Margaret Brown,
Bernice J. Eastling,
Jerry Bender,
David Joseph Kraft,
Ralph Paul Walter,
Therese Good,
James White Jr.,
Vito Visotto,
John Bonhartz,
Aiden Varela,
Julia Quiroz Pereira,
Sandal Varela, Reem Nahaban,
Hind Rajab,
Bethany Proctor,
Wadia Al Fayum,
Maria Savala,
Hank Buckholz,
Danielle Kubich,
Julius Madison,
Tom Kleinschmidt,
Danielle Juan Ricardo Corona,
Helen Berry,
Eden Gamble,
Ernesto Sio,
Mary Higgins,
Jose Rodolfo Flores,
Enrique Santa Maria,
Norman George Michaud,
Dr. Timothy Spraggins,
Firefighter Andrew Price, We remember those who have died because of the violence in our city and throughout the world, especially those in Ukraine, Israel, and Palestine.
We remember those who have died due to disease in our country throughout the world.
We remember those who have died because of natural disaster or famine.
We remember those who have died without a home, those who die alone, with no one to grieve their passing.
Bring them home to you. I invite you to stand as you are able. Gracious Creator of the universe, you are attentive to the voice of our prayers. Help us to find comfort amidst our sadness, certainty amidst our doubt, and hope in the days ahead. Bring peace to our hearts this night and always.
This is a blessing by John O'Donohue called On the Death of the Beloved. Though we need to weep your loss, you dwell in that safe place in our hearts where no storm or night or pain can reach you. Your love was like the dawn brightening over our lives, awakening beneath the dark a further adventure of color. The sound of your voice found for us a new music that brightened everything. Whatever you enfolded in your gaze quickened in the joy of its being. You placed smiles like flowers on the altar of the heart. Your mind always sparkled with wonder at things. Though your days here were brief, your spirit was alive, awake, complete. We look toward each other no longer from the old distance of our names. Now you dwell inside the rhythm of breath, as close to us as we are to ourselves. Though we cannot see you with outward eyes, we know our soul's gaze is upon your face, smiling back at us from within everything to which we bring our best refinement. Let us not look for you only in memory, where we would grow lonely without you. You would want us to find you in presence, besides us when beauty brightens, when kindness glows, and music echoes eternal tones. When orchids brighten the earth, darkest winter has turned to spring. May this dark grief flower with hope in every heart that loves you. May you continue to inspire us to enter each day with a generous heart, to serve the call of courage and love, until we see your beautiful face again in that land where there is no more separation, where all tears will be wiped from our mind, and where we will never lose you again.
If I could ask everybody to take a seat. I honestly can't think of a better way to end this evening with some Celtic spirituality. I just love that we're talking about not just finding people in absence, but finding them in presence and in the midst of beauty and joy and fellowship. So on behalf of Mission and Ministry, I'd like to thank you all for taking a moment of time this evening to remember your loved one in the midst of friends. And I'm going to invite you to remain with us and join us in a little bit of fellowship. Thank you for coming. We also have, for anybody here this evening who has lost a loved one, we have a little gift for you. We're going to invite you to take a rose. And then we have a candle, scented candle, which is actually from a women's cooperative. And it has a quote from Vincent. And that is for you tonight. So Tom and I will be handing those out. But we do this every year. We call to mind those who have gone, but the spirits of who have formed us and continue to live through us and walk with us and accompany us. And we walk together. So thank you so much for coming, and thank you to our Zoom friends. We will have made a recording of today that will be on our new YouTube channel. So we will email you with that information. And thank you once again. So with that, our evening draws to a close. Maybe we can have some music as we move to nourish our spirits in a different way. So thank you.
You're not